G3 called what Angel Reese did hate. He said you could see the hate on her face for Caitlin Clark. I'm not really sure when we moved in to being able to read the expressions of a person and know their intent, know their character, know their perspective. But he does understand hate because I think he also understands the hate of self. When you look at the play, which is all we can speak to as professionals, all we can speak to as analysts, Angel Reese pushed one of her teammates. Caitlin Clark had a hard foul, which is part of basketball. I feel like it was assessed correctly. And Angel Reese's reaction is the sort of reaction you get in a situation when you feel like you took an intentionally hard foul. That's competitiveness. That's rivalry. That's not hate. And so now, though, when RG3 jumps on to the hate train or to the angry train, and now follows along with what we saw from Keith Olbermann, what we saw from Dave Portnoy, as they poured on to Angel Reese to make her the villain in Caitlin Clark's heroic or hero story. Right. The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what Black women have to endure in this country, about what—
God, here we go. I thought it was just going to keep it about sports and keep it about basketball. There's nothing wrong with having a villain, and there's nothing wrong with having a hero. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you that in most instances, in great rivalries, especially in basketball, they kind of switch them back and forth, right? Sometimes the villain is the hero, and sometimes the hero is the villain for different people, depending on which side or what team you rooting for or what the transition is. I remember when people were absolutely rocking with Kevin Durant prior to him going to Golden State, and he was a hero, and then he turned into the villain. And then I seen people switch on LeBron James. He was the villain, or he was a hero when he first went to Cleveland, and then he became the villain when he was over at the Miami Heat, and then he became a hero again when he went to Cleveland, and now he kind of switches back and forth depending on what you see his legacy in being in comparison to like the Michael Jordans and so on and so forth. But my point is that it's okay to have a hate. I don't like this person. I hate that team over there. That's been normal in sports. But why, when it starts to come to Black women, or it starts to come to white women, or we always got this racial fucking divide and tension that just keep on pushing us backwards and backwards? Why can't it's listen, I'm okay with Angel Reese not liking or hating Caitlin Clark. Whether she do or she don't, the narrative is painted up by the fans. And we all are fans of watching it. RG3, David Portnoy, whoever. But why, when it starts to come to Black women, we start to have this disposition of where, oh my God, they don't know what they went through.